What's going on, folks? Painless video. First, when I before I jump into the video, I'm announcing sometime in the next few weeks. I will, and if it's before then, I will make an announcement so that people will be able to tap in. I will be starting a blog talk show. I eventually, my plan is to go much larger than blog talk. Of course, I want to really try to do something big. I feel that my voice, I mean, all these years I've been doing YouTube and I just put out information. I think it's well overdue that I reap some benefits from doing that. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to start off slow. So stay tuned for that. Blog Talk Radio, News Appeal, and hopefully to get that up. I want to get some good equipment, Maybe someone can give me some pointers. Because look, all I know how to do is get in front of a recorder and talk. All that technical stuff, I mean, I know enough to upload videos, but that's not really my forte. But I feel that if I'm going to get into this arena, then I need to kind of upgrade my knowledge on, technical stuff and things like that. So, but I want to get some equipment so I can really do it right, have it sounding right the way that I want it. The way that you guys should deserve, the way you guys deserve to listen to it, not half-assed and stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't been really watching too much politics. I mean, things are really going on now with this whole Blexit, especially out here in Texas. We got Beto O'Rourke and Ted Cruz going at it. Classic liberal versus conservative. It's being back on the continent is is something else, I'll tell you. But Don Lemon, some of his comments, how left leaning CNN is, and his comments about white men being a threat, the biggest threat. And we know about Don Lemon and white men. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I thought it was ironic that he would say that given his dealings with white men. This is a man that lays on his stomach for white men. I'm just going to leave it at that. And you can visualize and be creative as you see fit. But this goes to show you that, that I've said about the LGBT community, there's no bounds with them in terms of what they say. One thinks just because that they are of a sexual persuasion that they have somehow absolve themselves from any kind of ridicule, any type of opposition. Oh, I'm this. Oh, he said this to me because I'm this, because I'm of this sexual orientation, and bam, you're labeled hate, things of that nature. And I think this is exactly what Don Lemon did. He knew that he could say these things under two shades of cover, him being an African American man, and secondly being a gay or homosexual African American man. So he had two levels of cover to hide under. But hey, that's what we're living in. But I've been kind of listening to the race out there in Georgia for governorship. um, Abrams and Kemp, and I think it's I think it's unfortunate, and I'm just going to say how it really hurts black folks with such a hot item that has been getting buzz with this whole caravan thing, and those people coming up from South America, Central America. I believe Honduras is in Central America. I'm pretty sure it's right next to Guatemala. It is Central America. And those people coming up through Mexico, and eventually this is the prize, Murica. But, you know, this whole sanctuary city thing, now I've been to Atlanta, and if Abrams wants to make Atlanta a sanctuary city, which in and of itself is problematic, you have to look at the demographic there. A lot of black folks there. And I look at race, I look at certain ethnic groups, like, I equate it to putting certain species from another ecosystem into another ecosystem. And what would be the outcome of doing such? I've talked about this in the past, how you have Hispanic gangs in Atlanta. You have the Mexican cartel that has used, I mean, we see this in movies like Power, where you have the Jimenez cartel using black street knuckle draggers, soldiers, to move their dope. And if those black street thug knuckle draggers don't move their dope in a timely manner, they get whacked. This happens in Atlanta too. Black men, black thug men who engage in the drug game, being dope boys, they do all the grunt work. And I look at, you know, you say, okay, Atlanta going to be a sanctuary city. Well, what happens when you put all these people into a pot of people who are already struggling? See, and this is the problem, that black folks who back all these Democratic propped up nominees, they don't look at that. You're going to be competing, because those people, and I said this, that America is done with black folks in terms of rolling out the red carpet and doing and breaking their back for initiatives to make you better. That ship has sailed. The new pet is illegals. And it's twofold, because thankfully you have a lot of black folks that are jumping off the Democratic horror show, and not saying jumping on the conservative or Republican ticket or horror show, but are leaving the Democratic plantation. But, you know, they're done coddling you. They're done coddling us and bowing to us. And the illegal is the new toy right now. It's the new pet. It's the new experiment. And then you got this governor nominee, Abrams, I forget her name, I know somebody will let me know, who is supporting to put all those people in the state of Georgia, which means really the city of Atlanta and Augusta, amongst a group of people that are struggling already, that will be put on the back burner. But you know, probably 95% of black people in Georgia are going to back Abrams. So you got to know the full story of a nominee. You really gotta know the cover from the book from front to back. You know, this whole Caravan thing, I've even gone so far as to, you know, living where I am in Texas. And let me say this. Shout out to Brother Nick Taylor. I know you're in the city of San Antonio. Somehow, man, I can't get in my messages. Let's see. I know you say you gave me your number, but I can't get in my messages on YouTube for some reason. And I don't know if people are sending me a gang of messages. But look me up on Facebook. Some of y'all I have on my Facebook out there. But yeah, I go so far as to say that Honduran and Mexican culture is, I mean, they speak the same language, but there's some differences. And where you have Mexicans out here where I'm at who are hell no, don't bring them up here. Do not bring them. Yeah, I was surprised. Well, I should have known that there are Ted Cruz's out here, because you have a lot of Hispanic Mexicans out here that be on that conservative crap too, for a variety of reasons, what have you. But I don't know. But yeah, it's I'm not sure. You know, like I said earlier, when you begin to mix different ethnic groups for the sake of helping them, but in the long run, it doesn't work. I've talked about Europe and how they reap what they sowed. For centuries, they went over to different countries and meddled in their affairs. And now all those people are coming in droves to live in their country. And now it's gotten out of control. You know, when you talk about diversity, you got to really look. It becomes, it's like a job. You know, I've been in positions where I've hired people and didn't hire qualified people because they wouldn't be able to really absorb themselves in the culture. Yeah, they were qualified, but can you work with this person? A lot of people are under the assumption that just because all your T's is crossed and I's is dotted, you got the certifications for a job, that you automatically should get the job. No, there's other criteria that supervisors, bosses, managers, whatever you want to call them, take into account. Like me, can you get down with this culture? Will you get along with us? And to me, that is a determining factor. And there's nothing wrong with that. The same way should be looked at in terms of diversity. And I just don't think that being a sanctuary city in a predominantly African American city is a wise idea. But yet Democrats and many black folks vote off emotion. All those poor folks coming up here, them cheering coming all the way. But they don't look, and that's how we operate, off emotion. And when you operate off emotion, you're going to lose. Instead of looking at the facts, looking at the plausible outcome, and going from there. Many of y'all know my stance on immigration. I don't care if you're bringing your 6-month-old child, you shouldn't have brought their ass up here anyway. And hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry. You come in here right, correct, oh, no problem. But nobody told you to bring your child through coyote and scorpion-infested deserts to come up here. I mean, these people aren't done. They know what's up. You do it the right way. But see, I'm not operating off this is a child of God. Nope, that has nothing to do with it. I tell you what, why did God put, or Jesus put them in that situation where they had to trek across trains and deserts to get up here? Since you want to get all biblical, since you want to get all religious, look at that aspect. But yeah, you know, I'm going to cut it short. But I just want to speak on this stuff. I'm getting my groove back into these topics. And stay tuned. Peace.